The world is almost upside down right now, okay? And evidence further by the fact that, Joe Biden's trying to push himself off as a moderate, and he brings in, quite frankly, the most leftist progressive vice presidential candidate we've ever seen in the history of America. And at the same time, we have the Black Lives Matter movement. I'll say this again. The sentence Black Lives Matter resonates with everyone. Yes, 1,000% Black Lives Matter. Hashtag capital Black Lives Matter, no. That's a no. And people got to start realizing that that movement is a bait and switch. It's a front for the progressive left. If you go to Black Lives Matter and you click donate, it takes you to Act Blue. Act Blue is an organization that raises money to support Democratic progressive left candidates. So it's a bait and switch. You're not supporting an organization that fights for the rights and justice of all black people. You're supporting an organization that's run by a couple of Marxists who want to change the American society as we know it, okay? And since this whole Black Lives Matter has busted out, I talk about this all the time, our food family is crazily under attack. My favorite aunt from when I was a kid, Aunt Jemima, was always on the table in the morning, the pancakes, the French toast, the waffles. Aunt Jemima was always there for me. And before you put on the Aunt Jemima, you take out the butter. The little Land O'Lakes lady was on the front. You put a little butter under each layer. Ooh, you let that butter start melting. And then you get the Aunt Jemima. Ooh, and you pour it on top of it. And you're having a beautiful breakfast. Aunt Jemima and the Land O'Lakes Indian, gone. They no longer exist in our universe. One of my favorite uncles, and my Uncle Denny's probably my favorite uncle, along with my Uncle Pete. They're two of my mentors in life. But and Diggy, Uncle Diggy was a key formation of some of my younger years, and I have some great uncles. But none more important to my kitchen than Uncle Ben. Everybody loves a little Uncle Ben's fried rice. You know what I mean? If you're not having Aunt Jemima pancakes in the morning, you're having a little Uncle Ben. These food companies now have gone so far, that Aunt Jemima is gone. And this is not a joke. I fool around sometimes. I put stuff up there, and I set it up like, ooh, breaking news, we just got this. And it's something else. That's like comedy, a little bit of comedy I try to go for. This was just sent to me. Look at the new Aunt Jemima syrup bottles. Leave it up there for a minute. Drink that in. Not the syrup. Drink that in. The Aunt Jemima bottle now has Captain Crunch on it. And it's the ocean blue, artificially maple-flavored syrup. So here we are. Here we are. This is how crazy we're talking, okay? Now, you have someone who, by all accounts, slept her way to the top. She was a 29-year-old girl dating a 60-year-old mayor publicly while he was married to someone else. And then ba-boom, 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 she kept getting all these positions, okay? I'm surprised she didn't meet up with Harvey Weinstein and wind up in a feature film. But hey, I guess she was busy with the mayor of San Francisco at the time. But now, things have got so crazy, so upside down. On the mornings where my mom maybe didn't have time to make some pancakes, or my brother Derek got to the freezer before me and he wouldn't let go of my Eggo, and I couldn't have anything to put my Aunt Jemima on, you know what I would do next? I would open the cabinet and I would go in there for the Captain Crunch. And I loved the Captain Crunch with the crunch berries, the red and the blue crunch berries. It was so good, okay? Now, these morons, aside from the cancel culture, taking Aunt Jemima out of our life, I'm already having separation anxiety. Now I'm supposed to confuse my kids and tell them that it's pancake time, but you're going to have Captain Crunch? It doesn't make sense. The bottle says Aunt Jemima, there's a picture of Captain Crunch. And you know what, by the way, Captain Crunch is white. I don't know what that means to white people, but you got Aunt Jemima represented by Captain Crunch now. And if it doesn't get crazier than that, I don't know what does. It's probably going to get crazier right after this. We're going to talk about your stocks. We'll talk about your portfolio. Talk about how you can make money in a crazy market with Joe Hagan right after this.